In the past, auditioning amps for different takes, tracks, or just jamming could be a real pain, especially in a tight space. There's got to be an easier way, right? I'm Steve. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to my studio. I've got a few different amps here in my studio. When I'm recording, I like to mix things up. Maybe double a rhythm part I did with my Marshall with a second track using my Splawn. Or maybe I want to cut a lead track using my Bogner. Traditionally, switching out amps involved crawling behind my amp wall or pulling amps down to swap cables. What a hassle. But not anymore. With the ACS series of amp switchers from KHE Audio of Switzerland, switching to a different amp, speaker cabinet, or load box is just a matter of hitting a switch. KHE offers several different models to accommodate rigs of different sizes. Currently, they have the 4x2, which is 4 amps into 2 cabinets, the 4x4, which is 4 amps into 4 cabinets, a different version of the 4x4, which also includes an effects loop switcher, and the granddaddy, the 8x4. There's also the AFX8 effects loop switcher, the ASX8 amp switcher, and the CSX8 speaker cabinet and load box switcher. And finally, all of the ACS units can be linked together up to a total of 15 switchers, and you can switch between amps, speaker cabinets, load boxes, even effects loops across switchers. So as your amp collection grows, the ACS series has you covered. Talk about future-proof. Since I have 8 amps I need to switch between for now, I went with the ACS 8x4, which from its name, you probably guessed, could switch between 8 amps and 4 speaker cabinets or load boxes. 2 speaker cabinets or load boxes can be active at any given time, but only 1 amp at a time. But the fun doesn't stop there. There's also a loop where you can insert an attenuator, so no matter what amp you're running, up to 150 watts, you can dial back the volume. And if all that wasn't enough, these switchers also feature MIDI control. Using the KHE switchers is about as straightforward as it gets. Just hit a switch corresponding to the amp you want to use, select a speaker cabinet or load box, and you're there. I don't know how it could be any easier. Well, yeah, I do, actually. Using MIDI, there are 100 preset locations available where you can store combinations of amps, speaker cabinets, load boxes, effects loop status, and recall them at the touch of a foot switch. And with the linking capabilities of the ACS series, this could allow for a seriously huge guitar rig, totally programmable. Sounds like some Bob Bradshaw stuff there. Okay, before I get started, first thing I want to show you, I don't have any speaker cabinets selected right now. You'll see them light up even more when they're selected. So if I go to try to choose an amp right now with no speaker cabinet on it, there's no load, so it'll flash for a little while and then it will stop. Likewise, if I select a speaker cabinet and select an amp, if I turn the speaker cabinet off, the amp automatically gets shut off. So that way you have no chance of running an amp without a load. So I have a loop loaded in my little TC Electronics Ditto pedal here. I've got some other pedals that I'm going to be hitting on and off here. So I'll get started with cabinet number 3. And I'll do amp number 6, which is my DSL100 by Marshall, modified by Voodoo Amps. Alright, here we go. If you're enjoying this video and haven't already done so, please hit the like button. It really helps to let YouTube know that you like my videos, and that helps them spread to more people. And if you do like this kind of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because there's a lot more stuff coming real soon. Thanks. KHE is a relatively new one-man operation founded by Marcus Hospenthal in 2019 in Lucerne, Switzerland. Marcus came up with the idea for the ACS while running a small recording studio where he grew tired of always having to run into the live room and switch out cables and mics when auditioning amps for takes. So he decided to develop a solution for himself. The ACS 4x2 and 8x4 were the result. Fast forward to 2019 when Marcus decided to build a small batch of both the 4x2 and the 8x4. He built 30 apiece so he could gauge the market for such devices. After these sold pretty quickly, he developed some new models, developed more features for existing models, and released the ACS series, which consists of 7 switcher models. The success of this venture also allowed Marcus to quit his 9-to-5 gig and work full-time on KHE Audio, and I'm really glad he did. The ACS 8x4 is the centerpiece of my studio guitar rig, and I couldn't be happier with it. I love it. Thanks, Marcus. I'm always looking for ideas for new videos, so if you have something you'd like me to talk about, shoot me a message or let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.